Bad fish right there. Bite over here now. Usually turn on. Hey, good morning, folks. Bradley Cross here, BJ's Outdoors. Hey, we're down on the river this morning. It's dark, but it's still morning. We're out here about 1 o'clock. Left out about midnight from the house. Kind of giving the bugs a chance to die down, man. Let the wind die down. It's pretty windy today, but conditions are pretty out here tonight, man. The water's pretty calm. I mean, it's a little ripple on it. Got some good current, man. We had some rain last week. Done one trip 3 or 4 nights ago, man. Had an awesome trip. But tonight we're gonna do some things different, man. We're fishing on a old Shipwreck, what I call it. It's a submerged, what they call cabin boats, what they call them. It's a big old huge boat. It looks like it's probably 30 foot long. It's one of those people sleep in, stay in or whatever. But it's on the bottom of the river out here in about 35, 40 foot of water. I scanned this thing back in the winter time and I tried to fish it, didn't catch anything. But I know it's a good hot spot. It had fish on the thing, but I just couldn't get on the bite. We're out here tonight. I didn't scan it. I just came to it. We're anchored up above it. And we're going to try to put some baits down there, man, see what's down there, see what's living there. Could be big flathead, could be big blues, could be all small fish. May not be nothing down there but drum. You just never know. But I got fresh skipjack tonight, or this morning. I've got some live bluegill back there, so probably going to use cut bait for the most part. I may throw out a live one, later on, see what happens. But I'm excited about it, man. I've been wanting to get back here on this spot for a long time, and tonight it's going to happen. So we're going to get these out. I'm going to throw 4 rods out on the bottom. I got 3 ready. One I broke off last trip, and I got to retie it. But I'm going to get some bait on there and get them out. Let's see what we can do. I think I'm going to start out, put skipjack on 2 of them, and cut bluegill on the others, because they have been pretty consistent on either one. I'm a skipjack man myself. I'd rather use skipjack, but bluegill can sometimes outperform skipjack. So we're gonna throw 2 of both out and see what they want tonight. Told y'all in my last video, when I get in these spots at night, I usually don't go anywhere. I stay right here. I may move over just a little bit, either way, but I don't do much traveling at night, man. It's just too dangerous. I'm the only boat at the ramp and nobody out here to help me. And if anything goes wrong, have any trouble, but that's why you always keep your phone charged and your boat batteries hot. Because if something happens, I run over something, tear up my big engine, I can always use my trolling motor to get back. Another thing I always try to do, if I'm going to fish multiple spots, I'll start at my furthest spot first and work my way back to the truck. But normally, we got a lot of boat ramps here in my area, so I don't have to travel very far, for the most part. Some of the areas that I do have to travel, I'll fish those places in the daytime. But right now, the night bite's hot, and that's what we're gonna stick with till we get past this heat wave, man. Been pretty nice the last few days. I mean, for my area, it's been, in the low 80s during the day, and then at night it gets down into low 70s. I think we had one night it got down in the high 60s, and that's nice, man, because it's August. We're not supposed to have that kind of cool weather in August, but I'll take it. If they want to give it, I'll take it. And but still, it's easier for me to fish at night. And then, like I said, right now the night bite's pretty hot, and that's what we're gonna do. Get a bit on that one already. Take it on, son. Take it on. Let's get one in the boat real quick. I'm gonna try to keep these 2 right down the side of this thing. It's kind of the way it's turned here. The bow's facing that way, but it's running parallel with the current. So I'm trying to keep 2 on the outside. I'm gonna put 2 right down the middle in front of it, and see if we can get something come out of it. I know there's some good fish in there, but I haven't fished it but one time, and like I said, it's winter time, and some spots can be hot in the winter and terrible in the summer, and then some of them are just the opposite. Some of them are winter or summer spots, and you just gotta fish it and find out. That's about the only thing you can do. I told my wife before I planned this trip, if I caught a flathead tonight over 5 pounds, under 10, I'm bringing him home. So tonight we're gonna see if we can't get one for supper while we're out here. I've been wanting some flathead. I don't eat a lot of fish out of the river, and I definitely don't eat many flathead, but this area right here is pretty heavily commercial fish, and y'all know I turn her loose everything I catch, so it definitely ain't gonna hurt for me to keep one. I wouldn't dare keep a big one, unless my family was hungry. That would be the only way. And but until that ever comes about, and I hope it don't, we're gonna just keep on turning the big ones loose. And like I said, I've got a pond full of channel blues, what they call their hybrids. If I want to eat fish, I can, but there's just something about them flathead, man, you can't beat them. There we go, folks. Oh. That joker there pulling there. That's a good fish right there. Yep. Good fish. Getting that other line, if you don't mind. I'm trying to get that light. I had it on the right setting, but my eyes hadn't adjusted yet. We ain't been here long enough for my eyes to adjust. I don't think it's no monster, but definitely a good fish. There are some fish on this old Shipwreck. Yeah, he ain't no big one at all, but we'll take him, man. New spot. Catch a new fish. He ain't a bad one though. He ain't big at all. He just mean. You get into some of them like that. Come on up here, boy. If you was a flathead, you'd be going on the stringer. Good one to start with, man. That joker is skinny. Golly. Gotta be a late spawner. Oh. I know that was gonna happen. One hitting that right there. Something about this night fishing, folks, you can just about count on it. When you get a bite, it starts a feeding frenzy. And that's why I like this night fishing so much. It can be hot or not, but usually if it's hot, it's hot. I thought that one was going to take it down. He had her bowled over there for a minute. What did I do with my grippers? I couldn't find my grippers, folks. I hung them on my trolling motor cable, and when I put my trolling motor in the water, my grippers was hanging off of it. So that's a nice one to start with. Old skinny male. Well, I appreciate you, buddy. You go down there and tell your papa I said come see me. Maybe that's him biting on that rod over there. That's like a flathead though. Thank you, bud. Yeah, that nurse definitely hitting like a flathead. May not be. I've been wrong many times, but I can definitely detect that bite a little better at night. It's easier to tail anchor down because, you know, when you're dragging baits or bumping and stuff like that, it's a reaction bite, so it's kind of hard to tell what they want. Because it being a reaction bite, you know, they'll hit that head or they'll hit that body, or they'll hit a bluegill or they'll hit a skipjack, but it's a reaction bite, so they don't have a lot of time to jack around. They either got to get it or leave it alone. So it's hard to tell what they prefer. But when you're dealing with when you're anchored up like this, it's a whole lot easier to find out what they want, because they're actually coming to it, committing to it, and eating it. So I'd much rather be sitting still catching fish than I had to be moving. But I'm gonna chunk this dude right out there on the side and let that current take it right down the side of that thing. I ain't even got the hood tied on yet. May be a good night. Alright folks, I got them all baited up now. I didn't know if I was going to be able to. I started getting bit on just about every rod. Oh, they tapping on that bluegill a lot more than they are the skipjack. With that one, I just rebaited it. It didn't, something got the skipjack off of it. These are small skipjack that I got. They're only like, I don't know, 8-10 inch ones. They're small. The bait don't last as long, and it's not as hardy, so the fish can get it off the hook a lot easier. Take it on, son. He had me down in that. Oh, yeah, that's a better fish right there, I believe. He had me down. He had me down in that stuff. I finally got him out. He's looking for a way out. He definitely ain't no baby. He's a little bigger than that other. They getting bigger. He's quite a bit bigger. Good fish right there, man. Well, he didn't go tell his papa I needed to see him, but he did go tell his bigger brother. You get all your weight back on, you feel pretty nice fish. You nice like you are, but hey, don't do it. Hey, come on, man. Come on, man. Now see, now you all tangled up. I know you was gonna do it when you get that line around your tail. Hey, quit that, boy. You just trying your best, ain't you, to make a mess. And you about done it. I could have had you, showed you to these nice people and had you back by now. Nice blue right there, folks. That old big-headed male. Alright. Well, now you see I ain't hurt your little brother and I ain't hurt you. You go tell your papa. We waiting on him. Thank you, buddy. Hey, golly. Dude, y'all are just mean. That's what I'm talking about, folks. 15 minutes in. That's why I love night fishing. Like I said, it's either hot or it's not. If you never find them, get on them. Sometimes you start a feeding frenzy because all of them down there is wondering what all the fuss is about. And they get to looking around. Uh-oh. Got a knot in the braid there. They get to looking around. See what's going on. And sometimes you end up with a good one. Folks, I can't see worth the flip at night no more. If he hadn't been flocking around like he didn't have no sense, that wouldn't never happen. One thing about that braid, if you don't get that knot out, you'll regret it because it won't. You just won't get it out. It ain't too bad when it happens at the front of the spool, but when it happens way up yonder, you know, braid's expensive. I don't like to cut it off unless I absolutely have to. Got one playing with it over here, acting like a flathead. Sure enough. Oh, got one hitting that outside one too. There's some fish here, folks. You got it, boy. Oh man, I bet that was a flathead. Of course, I jumped the gun. Well, I really didn't. He had it bowed over there. He just didn't have it in his mouth good enough. Got one doing the same thing on that outside rod. Go on and take it, son. Let me catch mama a flathead. One thing about this structure in this deep, well, I mean, it's deep for me, 35, 40 foot of water. You never know what lives down there, man. And I guarantee you there's some fish living inside this thing. The windshield, you can tell the windshield's knocked out. So you can almost bet there's some big fish living inside that thing. You just gotta wait for them to come out. Go, folks. I was figuring to freshen these baits up. I just put fresh on this one. One thing about sitting still, you want your bait fresh, especially in the summertime. It don't last as long. Another old blue. Come on in here, son. Come on in here, son. You just a little aggravating cousin that they was talking about. They supposed to went and told the pawpaw. But you just a little aggravating cousin. That's alright. I'm glad to have you aboard, man. You sure wasn't going nowhere. There's a little male, little big-headed male. I ain't been able to get on them big mamas out here yet. They are somewhere, and we will find them. May not be tonight, but we will find them. All right, you got fresh bait on all of them. We'll give them just a few more minutes here, and then I'm probably gonna move over on that side, see if we can't pick up a bigger bite. Which, I mean, I'm sure these fish just work their way around this thing. It's kind of like a man-made reef, but I know they will sit up on a certain side depending on the current. And we may just sit here. I mean, I'm getting bites. You know, caught 3 off of it. Caught some fish off of it, you know, pretty quick. So I really hate to move, but we'll give it its fair shake for sure before we do. Just make sure, like I said, because they may be fish sit up on the other side of it. You know, like I said, it's running this way with the current, and we're on this side of it. And I got these 2 down the side and these 2 in front. So what I'll do, I'll move over on that side and I'll put these 2 in front and those 2 down the other side. Just see. Take it on. You got to do better than that, son. Folks, I got the light off, but I'll let y'all see that big old full moon right over there. That's why I'm out here at night. Most of my night fishing is done around this full moon. When the moon's on the horizon, when it's rising on the horizon here, or straight up in the air here, or on the horizon there, or under feet, you got 4 times in a 24-hour. Oh, there we go. In a 24-hour period, when fish and animals, you know, like deer and everything, they feed. And I try to be out here on one of those times. We missed. Oh, go on, take it, son. Quit jacking around with it. I'm getting a bite on this one too now. Try to put myself, you know, because I told y'all before in one of my night videos, you know, the full moon. Well, it was the last time I fished the full moon last month. It's all about timing, and timing is everything. He got it. Oh man, what are you doing, Bradley? Bradley Cross, Mr. Unknown. What are you doing? You know better than that. You got my bait too. Sorry, rascal. That was probably a flathead. It's hard to say, but he was hitting like one. I should have waited. I know better than that. Last time I didn't try to catch a flathead when it was doing that mess. He swallowed the hook, which he's fine. I'm sure he's done. The hook's done rusted out and come out of him by now, but I still don't like it. That's just something I really, really despise, is allowing a fish time to swallow the hook. Because I mean, like I said, 9 times out of 10, 99% of the time, they're going to be fine. But at the same time, it's just, to me, I mean, how would you feel if you had a hook and you're, you know, sticking out of your butt? It just wouldn't feel good. So that's my take on it. I'm like, you know, if I can prevent it, I definitely will. But man, them flathead, I'm telling you what, them jokers, they just, unless they're aggressive and just inhale that bait, and sometimes, usually in the spring they are, and even in the fall, but summertime, man, them things, they can be so aggravating. You got to give them time, but if you give them too much time, they'll swallow that hook. All right, folks, I moved us over to the other side. But That one over there didn't even have no bait on it, so I'm kind of glad I did. I need to get set up in the most productive spot before that moon goes down. Because that's going to be the deal. That's when the most intense bite on the full moon is. Oh, when you're out here and the moon's in the position that it is right now. I mean, you could catch fish through the whole deal, but the most productive and intense bite that I've found is when that moon starts to go out of sight, and that's when the bite picks up big time. You definitely want to be in a good spot when that happens. Like I said, you can catch a good one at any time, especially when you're fishing on structure like this. Freshen everything up and get them ready. You see that moon over yonder, just about touched them treetops. That is prime time. There we go. There we go. It's that time, folks. This ain't no big fish by no means. We'll take them all, man. Little blue. Little baby blue. They went the wrong way tonight. They got to getting smaller instead of bigger. But that's alright. Hey, it was a gamble coming out here anyway, not knowing what was out here, or even if there was anything out here. But it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. That one was on a bluegill body chunk. One reason I wanted to freshen them up, because another male. It's a little small body, big old head. Well, I appreciate you, bud. You need something to eat, bud. I guess that's why you bit. You look like you're about to starve to death. Rough looking fish, man. Some of them. I'm gonna put that piece back on there. It ain't been out there for 5 minutes, so definitely got a little bit of flavor left in it. That's where I like for them to hit, even the smaller fish, man. I don't mind them biting it off if they go on and commit. Move this one over so the boat's kind of turned a little bit on me. Oh, there we go. There goes another one. Get bit on just about all 4 rods. Turn that light up a little bit. This one definitely ain't no big fish, but hey, it's okay. definitely seems like the other side was holding a little better quality. It's just gonna take a little bit of examining this place out here, a little bit of checking here and there, but like I said, it could be one of those places that don't hold any big fish till certain times of the year. But I guarantee you at some point it will. And I don't know how long this thing's been here either. You know, it could be it's been here a year, or another big head male. Well, I appreciate you, bud. That's kind of crazy, man. At the consistency of males, no females. Oh, there we go. There we go. Ooh, mad guy, mad one. He's a mad one. I don't think he's no size, but he's a mad one. Uh-oh, a little flathead. How you hooked, buddy? You barely skin hooked, I think. Yeah. I agree with you, though. One good thing about them flathead, they like to hold that mouth open. Buddy, I hate it for you, but Mama wants a little catfish dinner for tomorrow night, so I'm fixing to put you on the stringer, boy. You can't come out here claiming to be a catfisherman and telling Mama about how all these fish bite so much better at night, and then come out here and don't catch her a fish to eat. Well, we got supper, folks. He ain't no big fish, but I don't want no big one. And there's a perfect eating size and a good eating size one. And if I catch another one that size, I'll keep him too. Anything, 5 to 10 pounds, I don't mind keeping. Cause like I said, them in this area, the chances of them ending up on that trot line that I came across coming over here, very high chances of that. There's only certain sections of the river that I'll eat a fish out of, and this is one of them. Acting like another one. Boy, where are you going? Where are you going, son? Bad fish right there. about over here now. I knew they turn on. I believe this one probably gonna be a flathead. It's acting like it. No? Mean blue. He ain't that big either. He's not the biggest of the night for sure, for the morning. But come here, son. Come here, son. Come on up here. Come on up here. You trying to eat my little flathead back there? Let's see how you hook. I can't really tell. I'll tell you what. Come on up here and let me put these grippers on. I don't want to tie my net up. I'm scared one's gonna take off in a minute. One of them old good ones gonna take off in a minute. You hook pretty good. I just couldn't see. You hooked real good. You hooked in the skull and everything else. Another old male, folks. There's definitely some fish out here. They just ain't no real big ones that I can tell. They will be at some point. Well, I appreciate you, buddy. They will be at some point. Definitely a place we'll have to come back and check. At least it wasn't a bust, you know. Because it could have been. It was a gamble coming out here. Regardless. Because one thing, I've never caught any fish out here. And I only fished it once. So I really wasn't sure how things was going to turn out. I think he got it. He ain't much to him. He thinks he's big and bad. Can't tell yet. I think it's a blue. There it is. Another little. I don't know. Maybe a flathead right there. If it is, he's fixing to go on a stringer with his buddy. Yeah, another little flathead. About the same size. Maybe a little bit bigger. Good eating size one though. Sure is. Well, buddy, I appreciate you. Mama's gonna be proud, y'all. Now I get 2 sandwiches. It was just her getting 2 sandwiches and me getting 1. Now I get 2 sandwiches too. But buddy, I sure appreciate you. Don't y'all look at that thing, man. That's a beautiful color fish. But he's fixing to go in the grease. I don't get to do this very often, y'all. I don't keep fish hardly ever. But usually every year I'll keep me a small mess, a flathead, or I'll keep me one, you know, 5 to 10 pounds. Because like I said, it's just me and my wife, and she don't eat as much as I do, of course. But the bugs are coming out again. All right, buddy. Now, if I knowed y'all wouldn't get on that commercial line, I might would just turn you loose, but I just know you will. I know you will. If I knowed I was gonna catch some, I would have just brought my cooler. But I didn't know out here if I would catch any flathead, and I thought if I did, they would probably be big ones. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not keeping no big ones for sure. But them perfect eating size right there, man. That's a good mess of fish for me and my wife. I'm excited about it. Like I said, I hardly ever keep fish. I have people ask me all the time, man, why you throwing fish back like that? You know, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to eat a flathead, and I definitely don't eat no big one. But I do. Like I said, once a year, I'll get me a mess. Yeah, I'll catch me. You know, if I'm gonna fill my freezer with fish to eat, it's gonna be crappie. You know, bluegill, shellcracker, something like that. Cause like I said, I've got fish in my pond that I can eat, but there just ain't nothing like him flathead, man. And I don't, like I said, I don't eat very many of them, but when I do get me a few, I enjoy the crap out of them. I wouldn't dare eat a trophy, you know, even 15 pound or bigger. I wouldn't keep one for nothing, because they're just a special fish to me. But like I said, them small ones like that, they're pretty dumb. You know, that size. And I know this whole area over here and down below me, I guarantee you there's baskets and gill nets and trot lines set all down through here. So just to be able to catch a few to eat in this area is definitely a blessing. Alright folks, we're finna get ready to wrap this one up, man. I'm about an hour from the house. That'll get me getting home right at daybreak so I can get these fish clean. Hey, we had a good night, man. Like I said, checking something new. I hadn't fished but one time. Didn't catch a fish out here at all that day, but I wanted to come back out here and check it and see. You know, in the summertime, and of course it ain't anything out here with any size, or they just didn't bite. I just realized there's a little bit better quality on one side versus the other, which that's all current related. But I will be checking again in the fall, because I know this thing's got to hold some big fish at certain times of year, and it may be winter. You know, I may just been out here on the wrong time. But I will be back to check it again. But anyway, I appreciate y'all watching the show, man. Appreciate each and every one of you. I hope y'all learned something tonight, man. Get you some skipjack, some bluegill. Get out here at night, man, when it ain't so hot. The bites are usually more intense at night than the summertime, you know, for me anyway. And usually you catch your big fish at night, but trying a new spot like this, man, it's always a gamble. You know, I didn't know if we'd even catch a fish coming out here, but luckily we got on some smaller fish, and hey, I'm thankful for them. I'm thankful for every one I catch. But anyway, I'm quit rambling, man. I hope y'all have a good night. Catch y'all next one. See you then, and God bless you.